Alright guys, I am back with this game once again, and in this video I'm gonna showcase you every character in this game and their abilities. So stay all the way through, and before we get started, please do me a favor, drop a like in this video, subscribe. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with Ichigo, and Ichigo is the first character that you guys can use in the game for free. Other characters, you need to buy them using game coins. And to get coins, you can PvP, and every kill gives you 10 coins, or stay in the server every 5 minutes. That also grants you 10 coins. You can also buy coins using Roblox or use these codes on the screen. I hope when you use these codes, they're not expired yet. Anyway, going back to Ichigo, so let's do a quick showcase here. And I am kind of familiar with this character because, like I said, he's the first character that you guys can use in the game for free. So we'll start with the M1. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, basic M1. And as you guys can see, I'll explain why did I acquire that mask, but let's just do the heavy attack or M2. So you need to be in the shift lock mode. So when you right click or M2, it actually performs that heavy attack, and this can bypass block, guys. Now every character in this game, they have passive skills, right? For Ichigo, hollow mask, what you guys saw earlier, and to get that you need to at least hit a target 5 times successfully, and you'll see numbers here. You'll see the progress. So if I hit this dummy, bam, as you guys can see, hollow mask 1. So I need 4 more. So let's do it again. 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. As you guys can see, I got this hollow mask, and this is kind of like an awakening, you know. And while you guys are in this mode, all your moves have extra buff. So for example, if I use my first move, Getsuga Tensu, you'll see that there's extra buff because of that red aura color, because the base Getsuga Tensu is just a normal slash, right? See the difference? Bam. And like I said, all your moves gets a buff when you are in that hollow mask mode, right? So yeah, first move is Getsuga Tensu. This is a really good combo extender. Well, not a good extender because that knocks the opponent back. Second move is Sword Slashes. This is a long range. Bam. Yeah, that's decent. It's perfect to use when your opponent is knocked on the ground. So let's say, for example, this guy. Bam, and use your sword slashes. That's brutal. Let's try the second move in hollow mask mode. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, look at that. Third move is flash tap. So this is for mobility. This allows you to move faster. There you go. And just like the other 2 moves, if you use this while you're in this mode, that actually gives you extra boost, as you guys can see. Damn. And now it is time to awaken. Press G. There's a cutscene as expected. And it looks fire, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, bro. Okay. I love the visual of this game, man. Anyway, going back to the first move is Zero. So it's kind of like a beam. Damn. And there's an air variant of this one as well. So if your opponent is in the air, you use that move. Bam. Cutscene once again. Oh my goodness. Second move is Vasto Strength. And it's another slice, guys. Bam. There you go. Third move is Arm Slicer. So you need to have a target, and when you use this, it teleports behind. And there's another cutscene. Oh my god. Fourth move is Vasto Roar. So this is the stun move. So it has a massive AoE, and your opponents are stunned right now. And I don't believe it deals damage. Let's try that one more time. Oh, there's a small amount of damage, but the highlight of that move is just, you know, stunning your opponent. Next, we got Tangero. So let's showcase the M1 real quick. 1, 2, 3. And that's very useful, guys, because the last opponent that you hit, let's say for example that dummy, and if that dummy gets below 20% HP, automatically see a thread that connects to that dummy that you can one shot, and that's Tangero's passive ability. So I'm gonna show you guys. All right, so I'm gonna keep hitting this guy until below 20% HP. Bam. And as you guys can see, there is a thread that connects to that guy. So now you can one-shot this dummy if you use your M2 right away. There you go. Okay, first move, Ripple Thrust. Bam. And once you hit your target with this one, the second time, as you guys can see, it stacks. And now you can use the Flow Dance move. There you go. That's a variant of this move, and that looks amazing. Next is Whirlpool. Bam. So that flings your opponent in the air. Third is water wheel. Bam. Let's do that again. And lastly, waterfall. As you guys can see, like that dummy is below 20 HP. You guys see that thread again, but we're not going to try that right now. But instead, we're going to try the waterfall. Bam. Okay, let's do that again. There you go. And now it is time to awaken. Let's go. All right, that's cinematic, man. There you go. First move, flame cross. So there is two ways you guys can use this. If you guys are not aiming to an opponent, let's say this, or let's say you are this close to your target, so it launches that, you know, fire sword attack. However, if your opponent is either in the air, let's say for example, that actually dashes directly towards your opponent. Let's say for example, the opponent on that side over there, as you guys can see, bam, that actually auto targets, auto locks their opponent. So the other dummy on the other side, let's say, bam. So yes, this is how it works. If your target is this far, it automatically just dashes towards the target. Second is sky clear. Bam. This actually bypasses block, guys. Bam, as you guys can see. Third move, Sun Hollow Dragon. Bam. Oh, that actually guaranteed a target. Now, if the opponent is airborne, use that. Bam. That actually guarantee hits the opponent that's in the air, guys, right? Fourth move is Rainbow Flame. So yeah, this is also auto aim. Teleport behind the opponent. Let's see. Yep, exactly. And finally, the ultimate dance. Dashes towards the opponent, and then another cinematic cutscene, guys. Oh man, that looks sick. Alright, next we got our boy Luffy, and this is my favorite character in the game, guys. So let's quickly start with the M1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, M2. Bam. Now Luffy's passive ability is called Subconscious Conquer, right? But you need to parry 6 times. That's how you stack points to this passive ability. So I currently have 3, so I need 3 more. Every successful parry, there we go. Now it's 4, 5, 6. Okay, there we go. Now that I stack 6, the next heavy attack will have this Conqueror Hockey effect, however you guys want to call it. So that's Luffy's special or passive ability. First move, pistol. It's very straightforward. You guys know what this is. There's an air variant of that as well. So if the opponent is airborne, and use that. As you guys can see, that flings him the second time. And then the variant is X. Right after you use the pistol, then it switches to the variant. Alright, so if I use pistol, so you guys can see, the next time I use that move, it's going to be the X, as you guys can see. And then the third variant is bazooka. So right after I use pistol, it changes to X. And then the third one is bazooka. Bam! You can also target opponents while airborne using that move as well. Second is Gatling. And very straightforward. You guys know what this is already. It's a barrage punches. There you go. Looks clean, I'm not gonna lie. Third is rubber rocket. And that knocks your opponent back. You can use this while the opponent is airborne as well. Let me show you real quick. Bam. And if you use this while you're above the enemy, that should slam them down and stun. Yeah, there we go. Actually, it's super hard to execute. But yeah, that's how it's gonna look, right? As you guys can see, the enemy's stunned, right? And now finally, the gear second. Let's go and awaken. There you go. I love the steaming. Oh my goodness. There you go. I hope they add a setting that I can disable the background music, man. Jet pistol. So this is basically an enhanced Gum pistol, right? It has a longer range right now. If you use this on your target in the air, then it teleports behind and slams them down. There you go. That's a variant of this move, guys. 1, 2. All right. Second is Jet Gatling. So yeah, it's an enhanced Gatling gun, right? There you go. And there is actually, you know, a finishing blow. Bam. Next is Jet Bazooka. This teleports directly to the opponent if you are in this far, right? If you're at a distance away. There you go. But if you are this close, of course, that launches the bazooka right away. But like I said, if you are this far and you aim your cursor to your target, that teleports to the enemy. There you go. And lastly, the gigantic pistol. My favorite. This is the best move of Luffy on Roblox I've ever seen, because it's rare to see Gear 3 ability in Roblox. Try that one more time. It's a grab move, actually. Yep, it's a grab move. And there's another cutscene. Oh my god, that slow motion is fire. So yeah, that's for our boy Luffy. And I'm a little biased because he's my favorite, so he's the best character in the game. The next character, the man himself, Gojo Satoru, the aesthetic guy. So let's quickly start with the M1. 1, 2, 3. As you guys can see, there's a black flash because that's Gojo's passive, and black flash actually is a cooldown base, so it has 10 seconds cooldown before it stacks. So the next M1 you use, it has a black flash. As you guys can see, this is the basic M1, right, without a black flash. And again, this is with black flash. Bam. Gojo's M2. And if you have black flash stack, then your next hit will have black flash embedded to it. First move is output blue, and this is supposed to work as a maximum blue, guys. However, right now this is bugged and they need to fix this, right? So I'm not able to hit any opponent, but you guys know how this works. Once you launch this blue, you should be able to like control of blue energy thing, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, unfortunately right now, when I'm recording this blue needs to be fixed because it's freaking broken, as you guys can see. Second move, spatial blue. It teleports behind the opponent. There you go. You can use this if you are distance away from your target. Let's say I'm from here. I can teleport right directly to my target and launches this heavy punch. Bam. Now here's a bonus, guys. If you use this right after you use the reversal red, then that automatically clears the cooldown. So let's say I hit this dummy with reversal red and I use this right away, that automatically clears the cooldown of that second move. I'm gonna try that one more time. Reversal red. There you go. Bam. Teleport behind and heavy punch. Third is reversal red. So you guys saw that already. Pretty straightforward. This auto locks it to the enemy's airborne. There you go. You don't really need to aim this. Like while the enemy is in the air, you just have to press it and that automatically targets your opponent. Fourth is infinity. This gives you hyper armor, guys. So I'm gonna show you how that works. For example, you are being hit by M1, so you can attack back, right? As you guys can see, if you activate infinity, even though you are getting hit, you can still attack, as you guys can see, but limited to 3 basic attack. If I activate it, 1, 2, 3, the next one, if he tries to hit me, see that? It always gets canceled. And of course, the awakening, the honored one, let's go ahead and activate. And of course, as expected, they always cook the cinematic, guys, the cutscene. There you go. Oh my god. It blurs, and man, this is anime canon, bro. I can literally see that blue eyes. First move is mastered blue. So when you activate this, your next 3 basic attack automatically teleports behind your opponent. And I am this far away from that guy. So if I use M1, bam, bam, there you go. Anyway, next move is mastered red. So it's a long range. This actually drags the opponent until that red crashes. Okay, so for this example, oh my god. Now here's the bonus, guys. If you use this red reversal, you can actually use your master blue. If you M1, that teleports to where that red lands or where the opponent is at. For example, I'm gonna use red reversal on this guy, and where that red is, you use M1. While Master Blue is activated, you automatically teleport to where that is located. I hope that makes sense. Now, the next move is Hollow Purple. So you guys know what this is already. It's a combination of blue and red, but if you use this outside the domain, it just directly launches the purple, right? No animation of blue-red that you normally see in other games. So we have to use Infinite Void. And I think you guys know this already. Like while they're inside the domain, they cannot move or do anything. Now here's the trick. If you use Hollow Purple inside the domain, that's when you can see that animation. And this will deal crazy damage. Twice as much damage as the normal hollow purple that you guys use outside the domain. I hope that makes sense. And now finally, the last character, Makima, and I think she's the most expensive character in this game. You can buy her 2,000 coins if I can remember correctly, and she just got an awakening moves, guys, which I'm so excited to showcase with you. So honestly, I'm not super familiar with this character and the moves yet, but we'll figure this out. And besides, you can read the description in here. That makes your lives easier. Anyway, let's start with the M1. Bam, bam, bam. And this is actually Makima's passive, guys. You guys can see, you see that chain that connects to that dummy. You'll see the use of that shortly after this. But for now, let's try the M2. Okay, yeah, basic slash. Okay, going back to Maki's passive, this stacks 4 times. So for example, this guy, you know, I got max 4. The more you have these chains connected, the higher damage it deals when you use 2 and 3 moves. You can connect this to multiple targets, right? As you guys can see, I got 2. Now, speaking of these chains, your first move actually helps you reach a target, okay? So yeah, once you hit that opponent, there you go. That explains it. So your M1 does activate this chain and also this first move as well. So when you hit your target, that automatically activate this chain. So now this is what I'm talking about. The second move, the Ren. So when you use this, that actually triggers that chain and that deals the opponent's damage, as you guys see. Now, like I mentioned, this scales based on the number of chains you connect to your target. So let's max it out 4. So let's say 4 chains to this guy. So now let's activate Ren. Bam. Yeah, I almost killed that dummy. And damn, bro. Now the third move is control. So same thing, you need to attach a chain to a target in order for it to work. And once you activate control, that actually pulls your opponent directly to you and stab his sword, as you guys can see. This only uses 1 chain per target. So for example, I got 4 chains connected to this target, and if I use control, so that only uses 1 chain, so I can use it again. It didn't disconnect this connection, basically. I hope that makes sense. You can do this to multiple targets, let's say these 2, and if I use control, bam, that's actually how it works. Now the fourth move is squash. This is very straightforward, very self-explanatory. When you use this at least mid-range, as long as you're within the range at least this far, if you activate that, that automatically slams down your nearby opponent. It looks cool. And of course, it is time to awaken. Let's go ahead. And this is actually new, guys. Like I said, they just released this update. Okay. Damn. Oh my god. And you see those guys, you can actually summon those guys. Now the first move is very similar to the first move in a base form, but this time it launches 3 chains that automatically connects to your target. As you guys can see, it has a longer range. Now once you connect these chains, that's the time that you can trigger 2 and the 3 moves. So toy disposal, that's the second move. That pulls your opponent, and the more chains you connect to your target, like I said, the higher the damage it deals. Let's try the second move again. And there you go. That looks badass, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Third move is Command Angel. So this is very straightforward. You can summon Angel Devil, and you need to aim it to your target, to your opponent. So if you press 3, there is another cutscene. And I think this is completely blockable, but like I said, you guys can read the description. And this can also hit nearby opponents. So if I am going to try to hit that guy, and then you guys see another dummy nearby, once that explodes, that actually affects because of the AoE. As you guys can see, that guy just died. And finally, the ultimate, guys, Command Division 5. So I guess that title explains it. So this is short range, so you gotta be careful in using this. Bam, another cutscene, and bam, bro. Hell yeah. Oh my god, like they cooked this one. It looks cool, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, how long is this going to take, man? This is the first time I see this. Like, this is new. They just added it. Bam. the Division 5, and bam, that massive explosion.